Hello BookTube, it's Ben here from the History Fella channel. Today I'd stick by the norms and do a tag on Tag Tuesday, because normally I don't do a tag on Tuesday, I'll leave it for another day. Anyway, this tag is called the Moody Book Reader tag, and I found it at the Brittany at Slanted Spines. Her book channel. So here we go. The Moody Book Reader tag. Question 1. Do you consider yourself a mood reader? Probably not. I only tend to read when I'm interested or I'm in a good mood, something like that. I don't tend to read when I'm sad or annoyed, that sort of thing. Do you set TBR lists and do you stick to them? I kind of set myself little lists. I get quite a few books in regularly, so it's hard to kind of set a list, but I'll do like a set weekly list, and I'll kind of pick three or four books that I want to read in that week, and then I'll try for them. But quite often or not, whether the book's interesting or not, I might just carry on or just give up on that book, sort of thing. And but yeah, I get books coming in regularly, so it tends to chop and change a bit. Number 3, do books affect you emotionally? Does the mood of the book rub off on you? I would say no, because I tend to just read non-fiction, and they don't tend to put you in a mood. It's not like reading fiction books. Although if I'm reading about the Holocaust or something with a bit of bad news or something that might make me a bit sad, but other than that, I tend to be staying in the same mood. Number 4, when you're feeling sad, what do you read? I don't tend, as I said, I don't tend to read when I'm sad, although I'm not often very sad. I tend to be annoyed, or if someone's got me goat or something like that, then I don't tend to read. So no, I kind of stay in the same mood when I'm reading and when I'm finished. Number 5. Most often do you use reading to escape, to learn, or to critically reflect? I don't use it to escape. I'm a big believer in trying to learn something new every day. So, which I suppose is one reason why I read a lot, because I always like to be learning new things, or new things about people or events and that sort of thing. So I like to learn. I like to read to learn. And I suppose once you're learning, you're critically valuing what you've read. So it'd be the last two options. What is a book that made you laugh out loud? I have one book, and it's my constant go-to, and I've had this book for years. It's called Blackadder, The Hold Down Dynasty, 1485 to 1917. What it is basically a book of scripts, because Blackadder was a TV series. And they did 4 seasons or series, however you prefer it. 4 series of 6 episodes, and each series would look at the comedy would revolve around a certain period of time. So you've got the first series was around the Battle of Bosworth. The second was in the Elizabethan age with Queen Elizabeth. The third was with the Prince Regent in the Georgian era. And then the last one revolved around the First World War, set in the trenches. But this is all the scripts from the series, from every episode. And because it's my favourite ever comedy, the comedy is very sarcastic. That's the comedy I like. I just find the book hilarious, and even though they made the comedies sort of early 80s to the late 80s, I find it laugh out loud funny every time I read it. It's just a brilliant book, and that always makes me laugh. Right, number 7. What is a book that has made you cry? Or if you don't cry, what one that really moved you? I don't think I've ever cried at a book. Maybe that says more about me than the book. But as I said earlier, reading about the Holocaust, if you've got the accompanying pictures as well, it's quite hard to not be affected in some way by reading about the Holocaust and what went on and the number of people that were killed, and with the pictures it is sometimes a bit hard. Number 8. I apologise for the fly that's going around if you can hear him. Number 8. What is a book that you didn't even know how you felt about? What is a book that you didn't even know how you felt about it? Probably some of the ones with about the monarchies that I read can sometimes be a bit serious or dull, and sometimes the books just seem to be written to fill it, have like a quota of names and dates, and sometimes they're a bit boring or a bit long and hard to read, especially if you're not so keen on the monarch of the book. Number 9. Are you more likely to read on a sunny day or a cloudy day? Both, I would say. Don't have any preference really. Number 9. Oh no, just done that. Number 10. Do you usually set the mood when you read with music, lights, smells, etc.? No. A hot cup of tea or a comfy chair, that's all I really need to read a good book. And number 11, which is the last question, can you leap from book to book, or do you need buffer time between them? No, I probably have about 4 or 5 books on the go at any one time. The reason for that is that sometimes when one book's getting a bit boring, I can then start on another or be reading through that. And plus I don't like just reading one book. I can happily read 2 or 3 at a time, but usually it's about 4. Anyway, that's the end of the questions for the Moody book reader tag. I shall put a link below this video to the video from Brittany at the Slanted Spines. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more book news and information. Thank you very much, and I shall see you in the next video.